Hi, welcome back to another episode of House of Lee NYC YouTube. I'm your host, Lee Uehara, and today I'm going to share with you the one thing to do when or before handing out a cash gratuity, whether it's at a restaurant or a cocktail bar or wherever. And I will touch upon cutting hair, my own hair, and what I did to do it. And can I just say I'm so grateful that my hair is now grown back from that moment of ennui where I just chopped it all off. Oh my gosh, it's taken this long. But first, please do share the show with at least 2 other people you think would enjoy hanging out with us. Links are below, and you can also click on the notification bell when I produce a new video. You can be one of the first to find out about it and hit the subscribe button, all that jazz. And on Instagram at House of Lee NYC. The other thing I want to share with you is my new coloring book. Yes, I'm transitioning into Illustratorsville, and that's a whole story as well. But you can go follow Bazu, my creature, at World of Bazu. But if you want, I can autograph the coloring book and deliver it if you're in New York City. Okay, moving on. Okay, so the story is this. A friend from out of town came in, and we went to an upscale cocktail lounge in Central Park, hence location for today's video. I really badly want to lean on my knee, so I think I'm going to do that. And then you just, hello. Okay, there we go. So we went, and the bartender did us a favor. Basically, we wanted to share the shot of spirits that goes into a cocktail, because we didn't want to have a full cocktail each, right? So we said, and we're happy to pay for it however it works out, to make 2 lemonades and then give us the spirits on the side, and then we added it accordingly. So then I proceeded to give the bartender a cash tip, and he said thank you, and then a few moments later we see on the bill that gratuity is already included. Now that was irksome, very irksome, because he could have said, the gratuity is on the credit card, or something, anything other than just taking the money, knowing that there was gratuity, knowing most likely that we didn't know the gratuity was included. Excuse me. Whew. Yes, I highly recommend, if you live in a humid, hot area, to carry around a nice little cloth, and in Japanese it's called Asefuki, which means basically sweat wiper upper rag. So it's multi-purpose, actually, because one side you can use it to dab yourself, and the other side you can use it to dry your hands in a bathroom. Okay. So, and I picked that custom up in Japan when I lived and worked there many years ago, and I brought this custom home with me. And I am half Japanese, so you would think I would have known about it. But anyway, getting back to the story at hand. So the tip here is, before you offer up a cash tip, under any circumstances where credit cards could be involved for the bill, ask, hey, is gratuity included in the bill? And then make your decision accordingly. Now, he did us a favor, so I would have added a little bit extra. I don't know that I would have added the full amount of cash gratuity that I did. It was just like, and if you're a bartender, could you please just be transparent and say, it's on the bill, it's included, or something, and then follow up with, but I'm always happy to accept a little extra, it's up to you. And then it's the buyer, a customer understands everything, and you're on the same wavelength, you're on the same page. So please, if you are in the service industry, really think twice before doing that, because then now I don't have that great of an opinion of going back, and that bartender, when I see him, I'll be like, okay, I know how this works, kind of thing. maybe this is just a rant. Let me know in the comments what you think the bartender should have done, if anything, or if you think I'm just whining away. Now, let's move on to hair. I'm so glad I grew it out. Remember, I don't know, in a previous video, it was short because I had a fit of boredom, ennui, anything, and a little ASMR because it's so much fun to snip with hair cutting scissors. And I chopped off all my hair, and I remind myself every couple of years that, oh, Lee doesn't really like short hair. But it's so much fun to cut, isn't it? It's so much fun. So the tip there is you can cut your own hair. I've cut my own hair several times, including this last round, which was just basically a trim. I have layers, so I did that thing where you put it on a ponytail at the top of your head, and you bend forward, and then you cut a straight line, and then you undo the ponytail, the scrunchie. I used a scrunchie, and then then I just ended up trimming, fixing up adjustments, just minor adjustments. Now, I do go to my beloved Albert. He always fixes my hair, and I only cheat on Albert with myself, meaning I cut my hair, and then when I feel like going in and paying X amount of dollars and I have the time to schedule it, I do. The reason I cut my hair is because I don't always want to schedule a haircut a week, 2 weeks in advance whenever there's an opening. I want that feeling of trimmed, cut hair right then and there. I know it's a bit impulsive, and sometimes that's costly. So that's another tip. Weigh the cost-benefit ratio of DIYing something. And that wraps up this video episode of House of Lee NYC. Feel free to follow the show at House of Lee NYC on Instagram and click the subscribe button and the notification. Here we go, notification button. Yes, it's really humid. We just finished a heat wave, so I'm pretty grateful that it's not as hot out today, but you get to learn about Asefuki. So thank you so much for tuning in. Take care, and we'll talk soon. Bye-bye.